Hello again, this is Jerry from York River Cannabis, and today we're going to review Impact Implements ATV and tractor equipment. And I want to start off with saying that I did a lot of research and I looked at a lot of stuff before I made this purchase, so I might be a little biased, but overall I'm going to tell you how it worked, how it performed, and maybe what I would do differently next time. So first of all, you got to have an ATV or a tractor. In this case, we have a Polaris 570. It's a 2015, and it did great. Now, Impact Implements says it recommends a 500cc machine. I think you could probably get away with a 400, but you're pushing it, and I wouldn't do anything larger than like a tenth or an eighth of an acre. If you're going to do more than that, definitely get something above the 500cc mark. But this ATV did the job. It did a great job. So first thing I bought was the Impact Implements manual crank lifter. It's a 1-point system, and it's good. It works really well. So you just use this, and it'll lower. Says it's lowering the cultivator now, and then you pick it up, you just go the other direction. So it works well. Two things I don't like about it. One, the handle broke before I even got it. It broke in the mail. There's supposed to be a knob here. It broke. I've reached out to customer service and haven't heard a peep. So as of right now, their customer service, poor. Very poor. And I purchased all of this through Cabela's, and I'm sure that I could talk to Cabela's and they would do something, but really and honestly, it's not their fault. So with that being said, we'll dive into each implement other than the actual 1-point lift system. You're going to need that for all these implements. They make a hydraulic one. I could not find it to purchase it. I saw plenty of, stuff on it like, oh, it's available or available in a couple months. So maybe they haven't even made it yet. So first and foremost, if you're looking for an all around, like tiller or anything to move dirt, the 6-tine cultivator is what you want. This thing didn't need any help ripping dirt up. I mean, as soon as those tines hit the ground, they're ripping dirt. And you lower it, the more it's going to rip. And it did a great job. It was what we used to break ground in the garden. I used it to break up my driveway before I leveled it. It did wonderful. The second thing we're going to look at is the 8-blade disc tiller. Now, this I purchased strictly for my hemp grow and my garden. And there's two things I don't like about it. The first thing I don't like about it is it's heavy, real heavy and clunky, and it makes some funny noises. It works, but it makes some funny noises. The other thing is the directions are absolutely horrendous. You really got to be careful when you're reading the directions, or find another guy on YouTube who's put it together in a video. What I don't like are these couplings, and I'll zoom in on them. There's couplings right here. They're all sized proportionally to where the disc needs to be on the shaft, and if you mess that up, it'll actually, see these two screws on the end, even though they're lock threads, it'll actually back the screw off and remove the axle while you're using it. So word to the wise, make sure that you install the couplings correctly. As far as usefulness, it's done its job. It broke up the ground, got rid of most of the clumps. It can only go down about 7 inches, and if you're using a 500cc ATV, that's all you really want to do anyway. You don't want to be stressing out your ATV, especially if you use it for other things like hunting or trail riding. you don't want to be breaking your quad. So overall, 3.5 out of 5 stars. I think I could get something better, but for the application purposes of attaching it to an ATV, I think overall 3.5 stars is pretty good. I'm not going to give something 5 stars unless I really love it, and I didn't really love this piece of equipment, but for the price, you can't beat it, and it can go on your ATV. You don't need to have a tractor, which is big. And I wouldn't do anything more than an acre, maybe 2, maybe 3, but that would be the maximum for that piece of equipment, and I really would probably get a bigger ATV if you're going to do something like 3 acres. And the next thing is this plow. So this is a plow that I use to grade my driveway, which I haven't put on any kind of video, but essentially it's just a leveling plow. Now apparently this thing can also plow snow, which we don't get a lot of here in Virginia, but it could provide to be useful all year round. We'll wait and see, but it did a great job. It has a 2-pin mechanism. It's got the holder pin, which goes here, and then it's got your shift pin that goes there, so you can angle the plow to push whatever it is, dirt, snow, gravel, in one direction or the other. So that one, 4 out of 5 stars, held up really well. It could be built a little bit better, but overall, I'm not going to complain. So overall, the Impact Implement System, I would give it a 4 out of 5 stars. It's great for somebody who's just starting out, either small farm or a garden or anything of that nature. If you already have the ATV, it's the cheapest option, other than getting like a piece of equipment from like Northern Tool or something. But this stuff is built really well. It's sturdy, it's heavy duty. I just wouldn't do anything more than 3 acres with any of it. So that's my review of Impact Implements tools. Hope you like this video. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see more videos, and also follow us on Instagram at York River Cannabis. Thanks for watching.